everybody wants Tisha to hold Miss Wanda accountable, but when we bring up Mark, Maurice and Marceau can't do that. Y'all ready to talk about it? Cue the music. Oh yes, bitches and hoes, I'm back.
I'll drop a player like it's nothing, it ain't working out. Now no debate or fuck discussion, bitch, I'm walking out. My time is money, I ain't loving, let you toast it out. Flip my weave and walk it out, look how I just bossed it out. Now come on baby, why you bugging, we can't talk it out. I keeps it moving, I ain't tripping, lost another spouse. I'm just a boss, it's in my blood, no I won't scream or shout. Grabbing my keys.
Cause oh yes, bitches and hoes, I'm back. Back with another video. I'm here to discuss Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 5 episode. I forgot. It's going to be down there in the doggone comments. And this one we going to call accountable. Because we find out here at the dinner that, and Kimmy always brings up good points. Y'all over there talking about Miss Wanda, but what about Mark? Let's get into it. So the episode opens up. Mel is over there taking photos for her doggone brand. And she invites Stormy over because she said Stormy is the brand guru. And looking at that estate, I believe it. So Stormy gets over there and she lets us know that she's got 1,000 more doors in Walmart. I don't even know what that means. But that means she in Walmart, Target, blah, 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 blah. She tells us she manifested that. She used to go into the doggone store and look around the aisles and say, how would it look if this was my stuff? Shout out to Stormy. I need to have that type of mindset. But anyway, she lets her know that she talked to Destiny. And Mel asked how it went. And she was like, well, you know, it was just like you said. Me and her don't have no reason to have an issue. You know, we good. Like, we ain't got to have no beef. We could be cordial or whatever. So Mel was like, do you think y'all can be friends? She was like, friends? Nah. I'm just saying that we can be cordial. Stormy, then why reach out so much? Why does it matter? I mean, I guess y'all needed to have a conversation because y'all, last time it was, that's what's up, you know, the hood shit. But, girl, I just want to be able to come bring her flowers and not be turned away. Girl, why do you care? You said don't nobody be at Medina, didn't you? Anyway, so Mel said she glad that they back cool or they cordial because she always said they never had an issue. Then Stormy brings up the fact that she met up with Tiff and she said they sat down and had a good conversation and they okay, they on the same page. She said, and Tiff said basically you beeline over to Miss Wanda. She said that's what she heard from Destiny. And Mel was like, I don't know why she would say that. Stormy says that's not true. I told her that basically Miss Wanda basically came from behind you. Both things are true. Mel did beeline over to doggone Miss Wanda, and then Miss Wanda did try to hit her from the back. I ain't even gonna lie. But Mel's whole thing is she don't understand why Tiffany's going around spreading this rhetoric. Or why Destiny would even say that, because that's the guy. It's not true. It's false. I'm sorry. Kimmy said something that was very important in the end. Like when they were in the car. She said, it's a lot of people in this group that know how to throw insults, but don't know how to receive them. We'll get there. Mel's whole thing is people think I have drama everywhere I go, and that's just not the case. I don't have no drama. They ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not me. I only respond. Here we are. Let's move on. So we move to the next scene. Tiffany's on a video call because she wants to do clinical research. That's her business, clinical research. She said black people already are weary about medical and all that stuff. And a lot of people try to create things for black people, other people that are not black. And she's into, her whole business is medical research. So she's on the phone with this lady who creates eyeglasses. And she said she did that because a lot of the glasses she's worn, she had marks on right here, and I done seen that. And she said, and as far as like the fit, it don't fit black faces. We all know we different. We are one of a kind, baby. Not even like the rest of the Africans. I'm talking about the African Americans in America. We hit a little different. So the lady was like, listen, I create glasses. That's what I do. But Tiffany is excited to work with her because she was like, this is one of the research things I can get my team to work on, and we can basically move forward. The lady's excited. Lou walks in. When Lou walks in, she tells Lou she got an appointment to go get her IUD taken out. Listen, there are many, many reasons for her to get that IUD taken out. That is probably one of the worst birth control mechanisms y'all can use. If you have them, ladies, do your research, but I suggest you to get them taken out. I ain't no medical professional, but just do your research. That's all I would say. So she was like, you know, I'm going to take it out for 6 months and then we could try and see if we're going to have a baby. So Lou was like, here we go. That's what this is about. You want to have a baby. And she was like, listen, yes. And he said, girl, you already busy. We can't even find you half the time. How's you gonna doggone bring in a baby? And she's hell-bent on, listen, I know I'm busy. I keep a lot on my plate. I know that. But, you know, like, my last baby wasn't planned. I'm gonna be able to figure it out. And Lou was like, you know what, girl? All right. If you gonna do that, fine. Take it out for 6 months. If you get pregnant and God blesses us with a bundle of joy, then that's just the route we going. I think doggone Tiffany is having this baby because she's scared of being by herself. She have attachment issues. She have issues with being left. That's the whole reason why she's trying to have this baby. And it's a Band-Aid. Dr. Francis said it. It's a Band-Aid that ain't gonna fix it, fat. You need therapy. But anyway, she was like, well, you should be excited. It's 6 months of unlimited sex. Girl, how you gonna have unlimited sex and you ain't never home? Let's move on. We move to the next scene. They getting ready for the group dinner. Kimmy and Maurice, Tisha and Marcel, Mel and Martell. So can I shout out them getting in them nice ass cars? Yeah. Even doggone Mel. We didn't see what's his name? Martell hopped in because you know it probably was a Buick. But anyway, Maurice feels like it's a comeback group meeting. And Kimmy was like, nah, I don't think that's what it is because everybody on their way. Kimmy was like, you know, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Maurice, said, she asked him if his mama ever told him that. And Maurice was like, no, she's never told me that. And to be honest, that is nothing further from the truth. Maurice, when you write, you write. I don't care what nobody say. He said words are extremely powerful. And they are. Everybody think about one time somebody said some real fucked up shit about you and it ain't never left your head. You could beat me up. I can forget about that and it won't affect me as much. But sometimes with words, we don't understand. We just don't understand. And I like that he brought that to light because words do hurt. That's that old school black parenting way. Fat. We changing that. That's why they talk to their kids like that and the kids grow up and talk to their kids like that and they don't have a sense of love because they ain't never had it. Just my opinion. But anyway, Maurice feels like things just be escalating. Tisha and Marceau was in the car and she was asking him what he expect and he said, I don't expect nothing. I'm just trying to go eat. Kimmy, basically, I said earlier, Kimmy says people throw jabs and don't know how to take them or receive them. I think she's talking about Mel. Because we all know, rather who started or not, we know Miss Wanda a motherfucker, but we all know that Mel could get on Carlos King and say, oh, her baby daddy was in my DMs, and then when Miss Wanda cut your ass deep with them words that they claim don't hurt you, now you over there wanting to confront her. I believe she was talking about Mel when she was talking about that. I think she talked about everybody, but especially Mel. Anyway, Tisha is over there talking, and she said the last time she saw Mel, she was jumping out the car, so she don't know how she's going to be able to sit and take Mel. Like, she don't know, because Mel was behind her man or whatever, jumping out the car, and so she was like, I think I should call my mama and get her side. And I'm like, girl, for what? We didn't already heard Miss Wanda's side. We don't need her side no more. But anyway, she claims, Tisha, that she missed the first part of the altercation, and Maurice calls Cap. He said, you're a damn lie. You was out there the whole time. She was like, that's not true. I was inside trying to calm down Destiny. I came on the tail end of it. And Marceau was like, girl, if that's what you tell yourself to get a good night's sleep, all right, girl. Mel calls Martell and asks if he's ready. Mel calls Martell and asks if he's ready for the dinner. He was like, yeah, I'm ready for the dinner. He said he's calling the meeting on behalf of Mel and Martell. I think Martell, in his own mind, in his own way, this is his way of being back with his wife without being back with his wife. Why is you calling the meeting on behalf of Martell and Mel? You can only call one on behalf of Martell. But if she ain't say nothing, then I guess it's what it is. And he asked her what she wants to do, Mel, if she's trying to be friends. And she was like, nope. Well, then what's the point of this meeting? I'm confused. Everybody having pointless meetings. The whole point is they want Miss Wanda to go. Girl, unless we filming or we doing anything professional, y'all ain't even gonna be around each other. What's the big deal? I'm confused. Somebody help me. Anyway, Martell basically is saying it's unacceptable to use kids to attack someone. Now, Tisha calls her mama to get her side, and her mama said basically, look, girl, I only said that when she went on Carlos King messy ass show and said that my baby daddy was in her DMs. And I said, oh, since you want to talk about baby daddies, let's talk about baby daddies. Who is the last baby daddy? And she ain't like that. So Tisha's on her mama's side per usual. Tisha, you just don't get it. But she basically says that, you know, That's where it came from. So Tisha's on with the information for when she go in there and confront Mel. Because she said Mel does play with words. She do. Mel do be playing the mind tricks. I ain't even gonna lie. She said Mel do be playing mind tricks, so you gotta be real, you gotta be ready for Mel. Let's move on. So when they driving in the car, Martell said he don't really have no expectations. I already said that he want to eat. And Tisha, when they get there, Tisha was talking about how like ramped up and hype he was. And she was like, you know, all the years I've known you, I've never seen you like that. Like, it was scary. And I hope to never see that side of you again. And Marceau was like, honestly, that I would lie and say that ain't me, but that is a part of me. And that's who I am. And basically, I don't fuck with people and people shouldn't fuck with me. That's just where we at with it. Because this is the Marceau you get. Like, I'm very calm until I have to be that person. And I'm just like... Okay, Marceau, he said he a dangerous man. Now, Kimmy and Maurice arrives. Maurice was like, if they here first, then you know it's serious. If Tisha and Marceau are here first, it's going to be something serious. So now, after they arrive, they sit down, and Kimmy was like, the tension in the room. She noticed it. She was like, it feels like sitting in the principal's office. And basically, Tisha was just like, we need to have a conversation. We need to just doggone get all this stuff together. So now Maurice was like, this feels like a comeback group meeting. And everybody agreed that ain't what this is. This ain't no comeback group meeting. This is actually something we need to discuss. So Martell and Mel comes in together looking like a couple. They do. He pulled her chair out. Even Maurice was like, they looking like a couple. The way they acting, the way they doing. They just teaming up as they do. Remember, I don't know if y'all remember, was it a couple of seasons ago when they were when Mel said she didn't want to do nothing to do with the comeback group and they were teamed up together. And then when they started getting into it, Martell wanted to be back in the comeback group, and then he wanted Mel to sign off on it, and Mel didn't want to do it. Girl, Mel ain't never want nothing to do with none of y'all, so I don't understand why y'all having a meeting. Make it make sense. It just don't make no sense. So they sit down. Tisha says she want everybody to take responsibility for their actions. Everybody play a piece. Martell says he want to discuss what happened the other day, and they recap prior meetings because everybody was like, we don't know how this meeting gonna go. Kimmy was like, look, what are we here for? Let's cut to the chase. What's up? So they play the flashback, and we see that none of the meetings ever went good, especially the one at that place. That's one that really that went left. So Martell was like, well, this is what it is. Miss Wanda gotta go. Miss Wanda gotta go. It's a level of respect when it start involving kids. We don't do the kids. Kids are off limits. So Tisha goes to explain her mama's part of it and say, listen, I talked to my mom, and she said this didn't come out of the blue. This was stemmed from you making that comment on Carlos King talking about her baby daddy, and then hence, since you want to talk about baby daddies, whoop-de-whoop, blah, 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 blah. Mel said she ain't buying it. She said Miss Wanda trying to skate up out of this, and she ain't gonna do that. She was 100% wrong, talking about her child, using her child to attack her. That is not okay. Honestly, she's right and wrong at the same time. She's right. It is wrong to use your children, but you did provoke that one. They brought up the fact that Miss Wanda be on live and been talking crap about Mel for a long time. Mel said, I've always respected Miss Wanda, but it took, and for the most part, and for the longest, I wouldn't even respond to her lives. But she'll get in her live and say some horrible shit. I only seen Miss Wanda live one time. Miss Wanda, you be saying some fucked up shit. She said, but this was the one that crossed the line. You know what I'm saying? This is the part I don't like about Mel and Martell. When Mel and Martell are beefing and against each other, Martell will tear Mel down. And we've all seen it. We've all seen him tear that girl down. In the midst of that, he did say in the past that it could be some infidelity around the time that she got pregnant with Sugar Mama. We all know that. I'm not saying it's right for Miss Wanda to say what she said. Miss Wanda should not have said what she said. However, why are we acting like Martell don't be doing this shit on Mad Day? He a Mad Day type of nigga. You know what I'm saying? Martell is the type of person on Mad Day, he gonna spill all your tea. He gonna talk about you like a dog and drag for you. Everybody knows this. But then when they back on speaking terms, they team up with each other to make it seem like you pulling this shit out of thin air. No. He the one brought up the infidelity rumor, right? Why are they not taking responsibility for that? Why nobody talking about that? I know it's Miss Wanda, so people ears automatically shut down. I know sometimes it do for me too, but why are we not talking about that? I don't think it's right. I'm just saying, I don't think it's fair and I don't think it's right. But anyway, after she tells them it started from the baby daddy comment on Carlos King, they deny it. So Mel was like, your mama called me a hoe. And that was crossing the line. I said, well, girl, I'd have been called worse than a hoe. I'd have been like, then I'm a good hoe. Okay. So they did the flashback, and Tisha said, I didn't know she did that. Well, Tisha, you can't go in there guns blazing if you don't know everything that's going on with your mom. You got to be on with all the information. And, you know, Mel was like, listen, she did. Maurice asked Mel, if you could do things differently, how would you address it? How would you have addressed it? Like, couldn't you have called? And she's like, I ain't got no number on Miss Wanda. He said, well, I understand that, but I'm trying to get you to understand that, hey, look, when you do things the same, you get the same result. If you could change, go back and turn back the hands of time, what would you have done different? She said, not a goddamn thing. I said, oh, what? She said she would have did it the same. And that's the responsibility nobody want to take. I'm confused. And I get it. Mel got more fans and more likes and more people that's on her side than Miss Wanda. I ain't in no way, shape, or form trying to doggone cape for Miss Wanda. I'm talking about Mel's piece. It don't make no sense. It really don't. But Mel's whole defense is, I would have did the same thing, and it is what it is. Miss Wanda gotta go. It's Miss Wanda. It's Miss Wanda. It's Miss Wanda. Marceau surprisingly agrees with the way she handled it. Marceau said, I ain't gonna lie, I don't have no issue with the way she handled it. I said, what? Hell, even Tisha was over there saying, look, that's how he feels. They ain't got nothing to do with me. He feels that way. That's his thoughts, his feelings, not mine. So Marceau tells Maurice, brings up a doggone point. He said, you know, Marceau, you did the same thing with Tiffany. When Tiffany was saying Monster was vaping in the bathroom. And he said, that is not the same. No, Marceau brought that to Maurice. I'm sorry. Maurice said that is not the same because I would have never hit Tiffany. He said, but you would have hit Big Lou if he'd have took that other shot. And Maurice was like, you got me. So he made a really good argument, and it's true. Everybody gets emotional when people talk about your kids. I used to be like that. I used to be wanting to scrap and tear the streets up if I heard somebody say something about my daughter. But after I thought about it and grown and matured, girl, I don't give a damn what you say about my child. You don't know her. It ain't gonna stop her from eating, prospering, getting degrees. Like, I don't care. Okay, what? And what? How did that make you feel? That's where I'm at with it, girl. Black people, we got bigger fish to fry than worry about what somebody said. Unless it's like defamatory or it affects your coin. Why do we care? I don't understand. But he made a good point with that when he told him, you know, you would have hit Big Lou, so don't act like it wouldn't have been the same. But Kimmy basically brings up the point that we all got into it last year. No, Mel says this, look, we all could get into it with each other, but somehow we can come back. But Kimmy brings up the fact that Miss Wanda got into it with her last year. And she was like, at the end of the day, that's your mama, but that's your mama. She keep playing with me. I'm going to have to go back at her. Miss Wanda is an issue. But Marceau basically says he don't want his kids around her. I don't think that's going to work. That's that girl mama. She's not going to not have her kids around her mama. But he says, Maurice said Wanda gets rewarded by her behavior because Tisha never checks it. That is an absolute 1,000% fact. Tisha, you never check your mama. That's why she able to do all the things she can do. They agree that they're not going to have all the back and forth banter on social media. They're going to keep it cute, keep it classy, and be respectful of each other because a lot of this stuff stems from social media. Now, Kimmy was like, well, since we on controlling, y'all over here asking Tisha to control Miss Wanda, why y'all don't control Mark? So Maurice and Marceau was like, oh, that's our older brother. He was defending himself. That's so we can't control Mark. Mark gonna do what he want to do. And this all started from it being brought up by Miss Van on the doggone reunion last year. And they played the flashback. And again, when Martell and Mel is beefing, that's when the tea comes out. Because when she was over there saying she wasn't messing with Mark, Martell was the one saying, the one you riding 4 and 5 hours to go see him. Again, when they on beefing terms, Martell spills the tea, and then when other people get in on the tea, Mel gets mad, not with Martell, but with everybody else. That ain't right. That is wrong. It's not right. I don't care what nobody say. Debate your mom. That's not okay. A lot of the rumors, a lot of the stuff, a lot of the negative things people are saying about Mel, and I want Mel to receive this, is via Martell initially. A lot of it, not all of it. Check the source, Fat. Miss Wanda wouldn't have been able to bring that up and say Sugar Mama may not be his if he didn't say, oh yeah, it was infidelity around the time she got pregnant. We would not know that Miss Van was over there getting smashed up by Mark if Martell didn't bring it up at the doggone reunion. We gotta be honest. We gotta be honest with each other. But Kimmy was like, that's not okay. Y'all sitting up here asking this girl to tame her mama, but you ain't tame Mark. And she said Mark be saying some real messed up stuff online, and Mel agreed he do. Mark is apparently a troll. I don't follow him, so I don't know. Apparently he's some type of troll or whatever. But he be online cutting up, acting crazy. Maurice said he's already gone too far, and basically it's always a reaction of him basically defending himself, because he said he felt some type of way because Miss Van act like they weren't together when they was. Child, we all knew Miss Van was riding 4-5 hours to get that zip. Ain't a woman alive driving that far to see no man that ain't gonna get on top. All the women know what I'm talking about. Girl, bye, Miss Van. Anyway, so yeah, the contradiction of Miss Wanda got to be handled, but y'all can't handle Mark. Save that. I'm sorry. But after they agreed to behave themselves on social media, Martell said the main priority is to keep the kids away from the drama. How, Sway? How? Mel went on a doggone drag tour on you when y'all was getting a divorce. This is on the show, which is then bleeding over to social media. You went off on Mel and said all kind of things about her. You know what I mean? How is it that you want to keep the kids away from the drama when, again, like Kimmy said, taking that responsibility for the things that you do, y'all ain't taking responsibility for the fact that most of this stuff comes from y'all. But you want to keep the kids away from the drama. Right. They're going to always be able to search Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all these other places to see the clips of y'all cutting up on each other. I'm not buying it. Anyway, they toast to having a productive meeting. I ain't getting nothing out of this, but Tisha gonna try to tell her mama not to come around, but you know Tisha can't control her mom. And Maurice and Marceau must be scared of Mark, because when they go to confront Mark, Mark gonna say, I said what I said, I do what I do, what's up? Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on TikTok, and I'll see you hoes later. Bye.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo dog time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.